All right, good morning. Officially, we're gonna start lifting our toes. I just had to send the link to a couple more people, so. Good, 4, 3, heels up, right then left, right and left. Good, so it has been reported that the link is not working, so it has been reported, so hopefully it'll get fixed for next week or when we have class. Right leg, we're gonna swing it front to back. And if it ever happens and you have somebody else that is contacting you saying, hey, I can't get in, if I've sent you the link already, feel free to forward it to them. Good, switch it over to the other side, so swing it front to back. Because every now and again, the tech gremlins like to strike, and we wind up having issues. Good, 4, 3, switch it over to the other side, out and cross in front. So you can out and lift, and you can just tap and tap, or lift and cross. 4, 3, 2, switch it over to the other side. So out and cross. So lift and cross. Good, 4, 3, 2, switching sides. We've got our hip circles, heel down, toe up, just moving right from your hip. Change direction. 4, 3, switch it over to the other side. So heel down, toe up, nice and tall. 4, 3, switch it to the other side. Nice, good circle. 4, 3, feet hip width apart, slow deadlift. Hinge it forwards, stand up nice and tall, and then we're gonna squat and stand. Good, hinge, lift, sit, and stand. Couple more nice and slow. Hinge it forwards, lift it up, hips towards the heels, stand up nice and tall. Good, down, lift, one more, last squat. Just the deadlift a little bit quicker. Hinge and lift, hinge and lift. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, we're gonna squat and circle. So squat, bring it up, circle the arm. Good, down, lift other side. Nice, good circle back. Squat, lift, circle, squat, lift. Good, just the arm circle, right arm. Now let's bring it back. Switching sides, circle up, bring it back around. It can just be a small circle or a small shoulder. That's okay too. Up and back, arms out in front. We're just gonna open and close. If you would like to add a little heel lift, you can. It's kind of optional, but it's gonna start to incorporate a little bit more core. 2, let's tap it out to the side. We're gonna reach across the body. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, bring it up and overhead. We're going to reach, reach. Good, 4, 3, 2, forward step and reach. So take it forward, pull it back. Nice, good squeeze. It can just be a step, forward and back. 4, 3, 2, good, side lunge. Step it out to the side, hold it in place. Good, 4, 3, 2, good, hold it in the center, cat-cow. Inhale, exhale. So just a little cat-cow. So open at the chest, gentle arch of the back, tuck your tail. Good, in, roll it all the way up. We're gonna walk it out to a nice good plank. So hinge it forwards, walk it out, hold your plank, and then walk it all the way back up. Modify using the chair if that's what you need. So it's just a nice good walkout. Hinge it forwards, kind of walk out on your tiptoes. Take as much time as you need to walk out. I can get it in about 4 walks. but maybe you need to take 6 or 8, and that's okay. Good. One more time. Nice, good walk out. Walk it all the way back up. Roll the shoulders, come back into the center. We're going to do our heel stomps. Good. 4, 3, march it out, shake it out. Roll the shoulders, up, back, and down. Grab a quick drink of water. I was hoping we'd have a few more people pop in. I'm hoping I have everybody's correct email addresses. All right, so today we've got 4 circuits. I'm just behind. 4 circuits. There's 3 exercises per circuit, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 2 rounds. We're gonna do squat, curtsy, then a standing chest fly, and then we're gonna do just a little squat and a halo, and it's really focusing on the halo portion of the exercise. So we're gonna start squat, curtsy, squat, and I'm gonna do body weight for lower body today because I'm feeling it, but feel free to grab weights and add some resistance. We're gonna start squat, curtsy, squat in 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. We're just gonna squat, and then we're gonna cross with a curtsy. Squat and curtsy. And you can always do, I might do this today too, round 1 body weight, round 2 grab dumbbells. So that's an option for you as well. I am just very sore and stiff today. So my goal for today is just to move my body. I am able to recover for a day or 2 before I have to go crazy cleaning again. So squat, curtsy, squat, down, cross behind. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, standing chest fly. Light to medium, we're going to draw an upside down, or we're gonna draw a mountain. We're gonna draw an upside down V. So palms facing forwards, little rib tuck. Here we go. So up and in, and then a little out. I want you to imagine you have a cable pulling you back and you're trying to press the ends of the dumbbells. You're kind of drawing a rainbow as well. So a little bit of a rainbow, bring it in. Well, we don't want to rotate here at the top. We just want to draw our rainbow, meet in the middle. Lift it up, meet in the middle. So kind of down by our hips. This is a little shoulder, but it should also be a little bit of chest. Here's 2 and 1. All right, we've got our halo. It's a mini squat. So it's like you're trying to get a little oomph for your halo. If you don't want to do the mini squat and you just want a halo, that's okay too. Your time is on. So it's a little squat and halo. Squat and halo. So hip, opposite shoulder, circle. Hip, opposite shoulder, and circle. So halo, or the halo is the point. Little core work. The little mini squat is optional. This is a way to add a little power. So imagine your coat's heavy. You gotta get a little oomph so you can get that coat on. But if you want to stay here, this is okay. This is okay. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Back to round 1, or back to exercise 1. Squat, curtsy, and squat. So this is our strength. Take your time. Add weights if you would like. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So squat, curtsy, squat, and curtsy. So a little squat, cross behind, squat, and cross behind. So it can be just a little squat and a little curtsy. So it's just that little bit of movement. Like I said, I'm feeling it. Like my legs were getting tired already. And it's like, that's not normal. So today is move my body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Whew. You can always tell when you've been extra physically active during the week. Oh my goodness. All right, chest fly. Here's 2 and 1. Shoulders down, ribs tucked. Draw your rainbow. Take it out to the side. So you can see my elbows are soft, so I'm not, doing a big bend. And I don't want to turn it into a front raise. It's just a very fine line between a front raise and a standing chest fly. Very similar movements. It's a little mind over muscle. You're getting that chest right in here to try to squeeze the dumbbells together. It doesn't have to be super heavy. I have 8, that's plenty for me. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, we have squat with a halo or just your halo. So we're getting a little bit of lower body, upper body, core today. Here's 2 and 1. So hip, circle, hip, circle. So this is challenging your core because we have to make sure that we're not doing an upper body twist and a rotate, but this is also getting shoulder mobility. So it's okay if your halo isn't big. If you can get it all the way around, awesome. You can also do this with a super lightweight, or if you have like a play ball, like a child's play ball or a yoga ball, you can do that with a yoga ball kind of thing as well. But adding resistance is adding a little challenge for your core. Good, rest. Bring it in, shake it out. Grab a quick drink of water if you need it. We're gonna move on, circuit number 2. We're gonna do a lunge and then a single leg deadlift, and it can be a kickstand or it can be body weight with a leg lift. Second exercise is we're gonna hold that lunge and we're gonna do a rear fly, or you can do a single leg stand band pull apart if you wanna challenge yourself. And then we're gonna do a tap back and a standing crunch. So tap back and then a little crunch, and then we're gonna switch sides. So we're gonna do our lunge with our deadlift in 3, 2, and 1. So we're nice and tall. You step it back into a lunge, then you just tap the toe in, single leg deadlift. So step back, tap it in, deadlift, and tall. Make it harder. Lunge back, tap it in, lift the back leg, tap it. Lunge, tap, hinge, and tap. If you need the support, keep the back toe on the ground for that deadlift. If that's what you're feeling today, then you're okay. So nice and tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're gonna hold the lunge. If your legs are already tired, feet hip width apart, you're fine. If you wanna challenge that right leg like crazy today, you're gonna just hinge it forward, tap it back. Your time is on. So we talk about isometric. Our leg is already tired, a little bit tired from doing the lunge and the deadlift. Now it's gonna get a little fatigued because we're just holding most of our body weight on that leg. If you're not feeling that today, take your feet hip width apart. Like I said, my legs are just exhausted today. So we have to do our workout based on how we're feeling on every particular day. You can have a good day, you can have a bad day, and that's all right. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, shake it out. No dumbbell needed. I'm gonna do again, same leg, We're gonna do that standing crunch. Standing crunch. So it's just a little tap back and then a little tuck. That's all it is. 2 and 1. So a little hinge forward, reach, and then I want to think about elbows come down to my thighs. Then tap it back. Crunch and tap. If you need to, this is fine. You can absolutely stay standing. It's a little crunch. It's not really big. We don't have to do a huge round. Just like somebody poked you in the stomach or you've been laughing. We all know that feeling when we laugh so hard that our stomach hurts. It's because we are using those abs. That's what we want to keep doing here. Nice, good tap back. Little crunch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Same thing on the other side. Lunge and a deadlift. So switching over to the other leg, I'm going to do the same thing, same weights. 3, 2, and 1. Lunge, tap the toe in. Nice, good deadlift. So bigger step back, back knee to the floor, and then kind of think about hips to the wall behind you, chest moves towards the floor. Nice, good hinge. Make it a little harder. Lunge it back, tap it in, lift the back leg when you do that deadlift. A little bit more of a balance challenge. The leg has to work a little bit harder to help you maintain that balance. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to shake it out. We're going to do that rear fly. Or again, you can do a single leg stand or a balance beam stand and a band pull apart. Still going to challenge your balance. Give the leg a little break. Shoulder down. Hinge it forward. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So a little hinge. And again, squeeze the shoulder blades. Take it down. Squeeze the shoulders. Take it down. If you need to keep the feet hip width, you're still getting that rear fly. The focus here is upper body. The leg is just kind of extra. And especially for those of you that maybe are going a little heavier with that rear fly, it's okay to have both feet nice and stable. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. No dumbbell needed. We're going to do that standing crunch. And again, you can just stand. It's ribs a little bit closer to your hips. Teeny tiny little C curve. 2 and 1. Reach it up. Little crunch. Take it down. Little crunch. Take it down. So elbow and drive. Elbow and drive. And again, you can just be here. Exhale and tap. Exhale. If you put your fingers, so I do middle finger kind of on my hip and then thumb on the rib. You can just think about a little squeeze. Nice, good exhale. Blow that air out. Good. 5 seconds. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a quick drink of water. We're gonna move on. Circuit number 3. We have sumo squats with a heel lift, and then we're gonna do bicep curl, front raise. Okay, so 1 curl, 1 front raise. And then we're going to do a core rotation, option to grab a dumbbell. So the dumbbell is 100% optional. But sumo squats, heel lifts, in 3, 2, and 1. So wider stance, toes to the corner, tall upright posture, squat, and then heel lift. Now if you want to make this a little bit harder, we're going to take it down, you're going to hold it, you're going to do right, left, and then stand. Notice I'm not bouncing up when I do my heel lift. Option 3, down, both, and then lift. You have to hold that core, hold your balance, and you're really working that lower body to hold yourself. Work those calves, lift the heels. If that's not for you today, you're here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bicep curl, front raise. Now you can do one dumbbell, hold it on the end. I like to do one dumbbell in each hand. 2 and 1, good. So bicep curl and then front raise. So bicep curl, front raise. I'm doing a weight that's okay for me for front raises, a little bit light for curls, but it's okay. This is what I'm feeling today. This is what feels good. So soft knees, ribs are tucked. So I'm here, and then when my arms come up, I'm keeping my shoulders over my hips. Sometimes we end up doing a little swing, don't even realize we do it. Use those muscles. 2 and 1. All right, core rotation. Option to add in that knee, option to add in a dumbbell. So you can keep it here and just rotate right then left. Your time is on. So this is kind of your option 1. If you're like, I don't rotate, then I want you to do a weighted march. You're just not gonna do the rotation. If you'd like, rotate, rotate. Little more balance, little more of a challenge. We kind of have a level 1, level 2, level 3, or maybe I should say options. You have options. You do that, you do what works. You can also, again, just be here, march, and march, no rotation. More spine safe here, but if your spine is happy, add the rotate. 2 and 1, good job. Going back to sumo squats with a heel lift. If you want to add resistance, you can. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of body weight today for lower body. Good, 3, 2, 1. Little tail feather tuck. Keep that torso nice and tall. Sumo, heels up. I notice when I do, especially when I do sumos, because of my leg position, I like to roll out to my pinky toes a little bit. I still want you to try to roll through your big toe. It feels different. Or we're here and we stand. Or here, lift. So we have to stabilize that lower body, stabilize our core in order to get those heels to come up and then stand. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bicep curl, front raise. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, so 1 curl, and then front raise. I keep a little bit of a soft bend in my knee, tall, and then down. So curl and lift. So reach it up. So thumb towards your shoulder, and then thumbs lift up towards the ceiling. If you start feeling a little tired, alternate right arm, left arm. It's a way to keep going while giving yourself a little bit of a rest. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, core rotation or weighted march. So core rotation, weighted march, you choose. So start with your dumbbell right at your chest or at your belly button. Here we go. So this is your option 1 right here. Option 2, lower body steady. We learn to rotate from our rib cage up. So instead of rotating from our low back, really try to keep the lower body steady. Rotate from your rib cage up towards your head. Adding this in keeps it the same way. We're still rotating from our rib cage, not our low back. And they're so close together, it's kind of hard to distinguish. It just takes a little practice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it in, shake it out. Last circuit is on the floor. We'll go through both circuits. So if you're staying standing, the inner thigh lift, you have a couple of options. You can stand tall, rotate the hip out a little bit, and think about lifting your inner thigh towards the ceiling, channel your inner ballerina. Or you can take your heel on your shin, run your heel up your shin, and then back down like you've got an itch, and you're trying to scratch the itch. It's gonna get a little bit of hip. Your second exercise is angled skull crushers. Option 1, palm faces in, thumb comes to your opposite shoulder. Option 2, you can do a little bit of an angled kickback. So instead of really close, open it out. We don't want to open like way out, just take it out a little bit, kick it out to the corner. Last exercise is a plank with a dumbbell drag. Incline plank, and then just do some taps, or if you need to just stay standing, farmer's carry, and you're gonna walk it around. Make sense? We should be good. We're gonna take it down for our inner thigh lifts. I'm gonna lie on my side. 2 options here. Leg can be behind you, or it can be in front. It's whatever feels better, but we're just gonna do a nice good lift and a nice good lower. In 3, 2, and 1. So we have 45 seconds, and we're just gonna lift and we're gonna lower. So I have my foot behind, it's still very close to my thigh. I'm on the side of my butt. So for me, this is more comfortable. I am not on my hip bone. I am on the side of my butt. Now you can also just lift and hold. This is amazing, because how often do we honestly use that muscle to pull our leg in after being out? A lot of times it's a stabilizer, so there's nothing wrong with doing a lift and a hold. And I'm already starting to feel it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. All right, angled skull crusher, or a variation of a kickback or an overhead extension. I just want you to work your triceps. So all the way down. This time I'm going to be looking at my knuckles. My nails are pointing towards my thighs. I'm going to bring my thumb to my opposite shoulder and then bring it up. So usually we do thumb to the shoulder on the same side. This time we're doing thumb to your opposite shoulder. So instead of going like head to feet with, thumb pointing towards my head, pinkies pointing towards my feet, I'm doing thumb towards the opposite shoulder and then pinky to the same side. It's a tricep extension, it's just a little different. We change the angle a little bit. 10 seconds. Here's 2 and 1. Good. We're gonna flip it over to a plank with a dumbbell drag. If you want to stay on your back, you can do dead bugs, and I'm okay with that. But we're just going to take the dumbbell, put it behind one of our hands, hold a plank, and we're going to reach and we're going to pull it over to the other side. Grab the dumbbell, move it from side to side. The farther out you take that dumbbell, the harder it's going to be. But the challenge is we don't want to rotate our torso just to move the dumbbell. You can absolutely be on hands and knees and move it. You're still getting a little bit of core work and a little bit of stability. So just nice, good side to side. The challenge is to keep your hips and your torso level as you move that dumbbell. Good job. Flip it over onto our backs. Round number 2, or actually not our backs, our side. Round number 2, inner thigh lift. Inner thigh lift. And you can be all the way down on your tummy or on your side. I am very much in the back front. We're on our side. Good. So just lift and lower, lift and lower. So find the position that's comfortable. Some people prefer to have their top leg in front. Your range of motion is smaller, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It makes it so that, I don't want to say you're cheating, but it makes it so that you really have to focus on that leg to be what lifts. So just nice and tall. Again, I'm just going to do an isometric, especially on this side. I feel it very quickly. This is the leg on me. I need to work on inner thighs a little bit more. Needs a little more love. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're officially onto our backs. We're gonna do our angled skull crusher. Angled skull crusher. So we take it all the way down. Our arm is up just like it normally would be, but again, instead of thumb and pinky, we just rotate a little. Thumb comes to your opposite shoulder, and then we straighten. I like to put my hand on the inside of my bicep, right in the crook of my elbow. I don't use it to push. I just use it as kind of a mental cue for me to keep my elbow pointing up towards the ceiling so that when I bring my thumb to my shoulder, the rest of my upper arm doesn't move. So just down and then lift. 10 seconds. We're going to go for our plank with our dumbbell drag or our farmer's carry. Good. Carefully bring the dumbbell down. We're going to flip it over, hands and knees. And again, you can just do a dead bug. It's all about the core stability. That's what we're hoping for. 2 and 1. So good plank. And we're just going to move the dumbbell from one side to the other. And it's all about the stability. Now, I tend to notice that when I move the dumbbell, my hands start to walk themselves farther out. So I really focus on keeping my wrist underneath my shoulder. So I have to think about where I put that dumbbell. So if I pull it in too close, I end up moving my hands farther and farther out, which is not good for my shoulders. The heavier the dumbbell, the harder this is going to be. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Bring it in, shake it out. Give yourself a little bit of a break. You can grab a quick drink of water if you would like. So let's go ahead and bring it in the center. We're going to start with our 90-90s. And remember, you can always just do your legs out straight and wiggle your hips. So if you're doing this, sitting in a chair or standing with your heel down and your toe up, this is an Arthritis Foundation approved exercise. Seems kind of silly, but it is. But if you're ready to progress a little bit, you can take 90-90 knees side to side. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it in. We're going to take both legs out straight. Our goal is to keep the knees as close to the floor as you can get. Toes pulled up towards the ceiling. Hands by your hips. If you need to lean back, you can, but we still want to be tall. And then you can kind of start to walk yourself forwards. A good goal is, can we be 90 degrees? So shoulders, hips, and then hips, knees, and ankles. Some of you may be flexible enough to start to walk yourself forwards, but we don't want to round our back. So for now, we want to just stay nice and tall. Goal is to stretch the hamstrings. Emphasize the hamstrings, a little bit less low back and upper back. In 3, 2, 1. Now we can relax a little bit, still keep the knee down, and allow a little bit of back rounding. We still want to try to take our nose towards our toes versus our nose towards our knees, but now we can add a little bit of movement in the back. Stretch that whole back. Kind of like when we do cat-cow. We pull the belly in. 3, 2, 1. Bring it into the center. Bottoms of the feet touching, sitting nice and tall. We're going to very gently press the knees down and out to the side. Again, you might be sitting tall and leaning back a little. Start to walk yourself a little bit more tall, and then maybe walk yourself a little bit further forwards. And 3, 2, and 1. Find a comfortable position. It can be cross-legged, it can be legs out straight. You can stay in butterfly, hand on the floor, reach the opposite hand up towards the ceiling, lift the ribs, drop the hips. So we're trying to lengthen the space right on the side of our body. Let's switch it over to the other side. Hand down, little side bend, reach the arm up. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Keep the lower body position, and we're just going to bring our shoulder towards our opposite hip. And we're just going to, if you want to add a little reach, you can. We're just trying to bring our shoulder towards the opposite side of the body. Little torso turn. And switch sides. So just turn shoulder towards your opposite hip and knee. Option, add a little reach. And 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Flip it over. Hands and knees. Child's pose. Come to standing if you need to. Toes tucked under. For this one, it's more variation of puppy than child's pose, but we're going to reach it out. Stretch out underneath the arms. And 3, 2, and 1. Come up to hands and knees. Now we're going to walk our hands back to our knees, hips towards our heels. Come to a half kneeling position. So half kneeling, tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, a little bit of a press forwards. If you want to give yourself a nice good pat on the back, you absolutely can. And 3, 2, and 1. Release, switch it over to the other side. Same thing, half kneeling, standing or on the floor. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, a little bit of a push forwards. And again, you can give yourself a nice good pat on the back. You can support yourself from below, or a little more flexible, you can bring it up and kind of gently pull back on that elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Pull that front leg back a little bit. Come up to a nice good standing position. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down into your back pocket. Pull the shoulders down and back. Hold it in place, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up. Look to one side, look to the other. 2, 1. Bring it in the center. Big breath in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, and exhale. One more time. Big breath in and out. And you are all done.